A very good morning and Jai Hind children. I hope you all are doing good. Children, in the previous class we have started a new chapter, that is sorting materials into groups, isn't it? And I hope you are pretty much clear about the topic. So sorting means, children, sorting is arranging into a similar pattern depending on its property, isn't it? Like for example, when you go to purchase the vegetables, what you see? The shopkeeper has kept the things in a sorted manner. Like tomatoes will be at one place, potatoes will be at one place, then brinjal will be at one place, peas will be at one place, isn't it? So they have sorted it out. Okay. Similarly, when you go to a mall for shopping, then also what happens? The things are arranged in a sorted manner. Like you go to an earring section, so you get all the earrings. When you go to a cosmetic section, you'll get all the cosmetics. Alright, even when you go to a big bazaar, what happens? The section of cosmetics are different. Section of your stationeries are different. Alright, section of the books are different in the big bazaar. Alright, so there is a sorted, everything is just managed and put in a sorted manner. Alright, and why it is sorted and how we have sorted it? Depending on its property. Like book is having one property, so all the books will be at one place. Like potato is having different property than tomatoes. So tomatoes will be kept at one place and potatoes will be kept at one place. Similarly, brinjal will be kept at one place. So depending on their color, shape and properties, the shopkeeper and the people out there in the mall have sorted it out. Alright. Similarly, at your home, when you go to your kitchen, the things are arranged in a sorted manner. Okay, glasses are put at one place, spoons are there at one place, then utensils are there at one place. Alright, then the masalas are put at one place. So the things have been sorted. Okay, similarly in this chapter also we will be studying about sorting of the things depending on its properties. Okay. So depending on its properties, we will sort out the things. Clear? So in the previous class, we have studied that there are several items or several objects that are made from different materials like plastic, wood, iron, then glass. So things are steel. So these things are made from the different material. Like a spoon is made from steel. Then utensils that you use in the kitchen is made up of steel. Chair, table, they are made up of wood. So depending on the use and the object, the materials are used. Alright. So what is material? Material is anything which is used to make the object or items. Okay. Then we have seen that what enables us to see, what enables us to select the material. So in that we have seen 2 points. So let's go to the PPT and let's see what was there. So we were discussing about this. Okay, so what enables us to decide which material to use to make a particular object? So we have seen that there are two things that decide. First, what we want to use object for. Second, properties of material. So what we want to use the object for. Take an example, iron nail. Iron nail आप लोग ने देखी है? तो iron nail किस पर्पस के लिए यूज होती है? For either hanging a photo frame or for like constructing the table or like plywood or even the biggest of like almiras and the wooden beds. Everything is prepared by putting a nail, iron nail. Okay, so the iron nail is used to attach two things. So to attach two things, we put one iron nail in between. Alright, so the two things get attached very like strongly, they get attached. Okay, now for that we are using iron nail. क्या हम उस आयरन नेल की जगह प्लास्टिक नेल लगा सकते हैं? Will our purpose be solved? So if we have two types of nails, see, this is an iron nail, this is a plastic nail. ठीक है, अगर हमें कोई स्टूल बनाना है, like if we have to construct a table, तो हमें टेबल बनाने के लिए क्या चाहिए? We need a cardboard, we need a wood, और हम उसके प्लाई में फिर we attach the legs of the table. Alright, so to attach the legs of the table, we require nail. Alright, so will this plastic nail will solve our purpose? No, it will not. So depending on what type of work we are going to do, the material we use is decided. जहाँ पे हमें आयरन नेल की जरूरत है, वहाँ पे हम प्लास्टिक नेल नहीं यूज कर सकते. Okay, like and also the properties of the material is also important. Like see, plastic is very flexible. ये प्लास्टिक की जो नेल होगी वो क्या होगी? बहुत फ्लेक्सिबल होगी. कहीं पर भी अगर हम इसे यूज करेंगे तो the duration of sustaining it is less. Okay, but what about this iron nail? Iron nail is very strong. हम उसको तोड़ भी नहीं सकते. Alright, plastic nail we can bend it, but this iron nail we cannot bend it. Alright, so because this iron nail is strong, the property of this iron is very strong, so that is why the property of a material is important, and for what purpose we are using this object, this is also very important. So these 2 points are important to select which type of material we are going to use. Alright, now very important topic of this chapter is how materials are alike. Now कुछ material ऐसे होते हैं जो एक जैसे होते हैं. Okay, let's see. Okay, so children, all the materials, चाहे वो किसी चीज का भी बना हो, चाहे वो आयरन का हो, चाहे वो स्टील का हो, चाहे वो प्लास्टिक का हो, चाहे वो मेटल का हो, किसी भी चीज का कोई भी आइटम हो, it occupies space. Alright, even we occupy space. Consider the largest thing, consider the aeroplane and air jet, and consider a rocket or anything like that. It occupies space. वो जगह लेता है कुछ. Or if we see a small ant, चींटी, so that चींटी also occupies the space. We are occupying the space. Alright, even the water is occupying the space. Okay, so everything that is existing occupies the space. वो जगह लेता है. Like consider, this is a water bottle. Alright, this water bottle is itself occupying the space, and also the water that is filled in this bottle is also occupying the space. हमें ये चीज पता है कि इतना पानी है और इतने में कुछ नहीं है, इतने में air है. So this water is occupying space. Alright, this bottle is occupying space. Even this small chalk is occupying space. Alright, I am occupying the space. I am sitting on the chair, so I am occupying the space. Alright, you are sitting on the chair, you are occupying the space. Your chair is occupying the space. The table is occupying the space. Your book, paper, pencil, everything is occupying certain space. Alright, this duster is occupying space. Even an ant, small ant, even the microorganism, the very small tiny microbes, even this virus, this coronavirus is occupying the space. Alright, though we cannot see it, but it is occupying the space. And children, air Air is present everywhere and it is occupying the space. So everything that is present in this universe is occupying certain space. Alright, so let's see quickly what are the things. Alright, so let's see. This notebook is occupying space. So if you are putting this notebook on your table, so it will occupy certain space. ठीक है, कोई थोड़ी सी जगह लेगा वो. Even the laptop space occupy करेगा. The mobile through which you are studying is occupying space. Okay, even when you are sitting on the table, sitting on a bench, you are occupying space. You are even occupying space when you are walking. Alright, even this small ants are occupying space, and the water that is filled in this glass is occupying space. Now look at here, look at these two balloons. See, when we have filled the air in this balloon, it has become swollen. Alright, so it is occupying space. So air is filled inside and it has occupied the space. हमने क्या किया, balloon को फोड़ दिया, तो क्या हो गया, ये balloon पिचक गया, it has become flaccid. So now what happens? It is occupying a small space. जब हमने air भरी तो balloon क्या हुआ, swell कर गया, means air is occupying space. So when we have just fused it up and the air comes out of it, it becomes small. That means that air is occupying space. So everything that is existing in this universe is occupying space. Alright? And the second very important thing is that all materials have mass. All materials have mass. Now what is mass? Mass is our weight, or the weight of anything is mass. The weight of this bottle is mass of this bottle. Alright, weight of this mouse is the mass of this mouse. Even we are having certain weight. Alright, when we go to we go to doctor or anywhere, even at your home, you must be having the weighing machine. So when you have a weighing machine, you stand on it, it shows certain weight, it shows certain mass. Alright, that is the mass. So everything is having certain mass. Even this small chalk is having certain mass, and paper or cloth, this cloth, consider this is a handkerchief, so it is also having certain mass. Alright, when you go to shop and to buy vegetables or fruits, the shopkeeper, what they does, they weigh the amount of fruits and vegetables in the weighing machine. Alright, in the balance, weighing balance. Alright, so what they do there, they weigh the things. So everything, this apple to mango to potatoes to green vegetables, everything, even we are having mass. Even the bangle that I am wearing right now is having some mass. Alright, even this watch is having some mass, some weight. Okay, so small things that you can even imagine is having certain weight. Okay, so let's see. See, you are standing on a weighing balance, so it is showing certain mass. Alright, it is showing certain weight, and you can see this lady is weighing potato or anything, whatever is there in a weighing balance. Alright, so it is also having certain mass. So to measure the mass or weight of anything, we require a weighing balance or weighing machine. Okay? So now why we are talking about this is, anything that occupies a space and has mass is called matter. Anything that occupies a space and has mass is called matter. Everything in this universe is a matter. Everything that is existing on this universe is a matter. Alright, so please open your book, open children, page number 35. number 35, children. So let's see what is written. Okay, so we have done till here, we have studied till here. Now coming on to next, we have how materials are alike. We have talked about the large number of things around us. As we know, they have properties different from each other. Like plastic is having a different property, iron is having a different property, paper is having a different property, and cloth is having a different property. Alright, so how we have studied, we have seen the properties different from each other. However, there are two properties which are common to all these things. First, all materials occupy space. The amount of space something occupies is called its volume. Children, this is very important. Anything that occupies space, the amount of space something occupies is called its volume. Now consider this bottle. Okay, so what we have done, we have filled the bottle with water. Water is there in this water bottle. So this much is the water. Okay, so the amount of water in this water bottle is volume of this water. इतने वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर है, कंसिडर 1 लीटर 1 ml और 2 लीटर 2 ml, तो इतने अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर है. दिस इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर. क्लियर? सो अगेन लेट्स गो टू द टेक्स्ट. ऑलराइट, so the amount of space something occupies is called its volume. Okay, you occupy more space than this book, we occupy more space than book. Okay, so you have more volume than this book. Even the things you cannot see, such as air, occupies space, like we have seen in case of balloons. Okay, so everything is occupying certain space. Now second property is all materials have mass. The amount of matter in an object is known as its mass. हमारी बॉडी में मसल्स, स्किन, बोन, जो भी हम खा रहे हैं, उन सब का वॉल्यूम, उन सब वो सारी चीजें is consisting of a mass. Clear? In this water bottle, this plastic is containing the mass, this cap is mass, and this volume, the water that is filled, is compiling. When we compile the weight of all these things, is the complete weight of this bottle. Okay, so it can be measured by using a balance. Clear? Weighing balance or weighing machine or anything like that. Okay, now coming on to what is matter. Children, this is very important. So we have seen that all material occupies space and have mass. All of them are made of matter. Everything is made up of matter. So what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. कोई भी चीज जो स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करे और उसमें कुछ वेट हो, तो उसको हम कहेंगे मैटर. इट इंक्लूड्स ऑल सब्सटेंसेस ऑफ विच यूनिवर्स इज मेड ऑफ. एवरीथिंग, जहां तक आप लोग सोच सकते हैं, एवरीथिंग इज अ मैटर. ओके, द बोन, flesh of your body, the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the water you drink, the air you breathe, all are matter. All the things are matter. Our body, the food that we eat, the clothes that we wear, everything is a matter. But now the question comes, what is not a matter? अगर हम ये कह रहे हैं कि हर एक चीज मैटर है, तो क्या कोई ऐसी भी चीज है जो मैटर नहीं है? So is there anything that is existing on this universe is not a matter? So let's just see, is there anything that is not a matter? So we know that everything that occupies a space and have mass is a matter. Okay, but is there something that is not a matter? So let's see. So we are clear about this. Now what is not a matter? Now, you must be thinking, what is not a matter? Can you see this girl? Is she happy or sad? She is happy. This boy is sad. So the feeling of happiness, the feeling of sadness is not a matter. The feeling that you are having inside, the anger, the sadness, the love, the anxiety, any feeling that you have inside is not a matter. Okay? That is not occupying some space. That is not having some mass. So it is not a matter. Even the sunlight is not considered as matter, because it is not occupying any space and it is not having any mass. Okay? Why? Because the rays that you see here is because of the dust particles. Okay? The rays that we are seeing of sunlight is because of the dust particle. It is not the actual rays of sunlight. Okay? So the feeling of happiness, the feeling of sadness, the rays of sunlight is not a matter. So let's see. So let's see what is there in the text. Okay. But then what is not matter? Feeling of love or sadness do not occupy space and do not have any mass, so they are not matter. Now let's see. Radio or TV sets or cell phone are matter, but the signals they receive is not matter. Why? Because the signal that is coming, that is not occupying any space, that is not having any mass. Okay, the signal, can you see, the signal is occupying some space. The wire is occupying space, so wire is a matter. Cell phone is a matter, TV is a matter, but the signal that is passed is not a matter, because it is not occupying space and it is not having any mass. So children, please think more things that is not a matter. So can you think of some other things that is not a matter? So everything that you can imagine, if it is occupying space, if it is having mass, it is a matter. Clear? So what is matter? How you will define matter? So anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. Clear? Now what is matter made up of? Children, this is very important topic. What is matter made up of? कोई भी चीज किस चीज की बनती है? Now let's come back to the board. Okay, now we now know that everything that is present around us is a matter, that is occupying a space, that is having some mass, is a matter. Okay, but the feeling of love, the feeling of sadness, the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of anger is not a matter. It is not a matter. Why? Because it is not occupying any space and neither it is having any mass. So it is not a matter. Okay. Now, but the thing that is matter. Now what matter is made up of? This is very important question. So now consider this chalk. Okay. So can you see, this is a chalk. Okay. So we know that this chalk is occupying some space and it is having some mass. Okay. Be it lighter, be it heavier, any type of mass, but it is having some mass. Okay. Now what will happen if I am going to break this chalk? So I have just break this chalk. divided into small pieces again. Again it is occupying some space. Again it is having some mass. Now again I'll take it and again I'll break it into a small piece. Okay, again it is occupying some space. So smaller piece is even occupying some space. Alright, now again I'll take this very small piece. Now what I'm going to do, again I'm going to crush it. Okay, so if I'm going to crush it, now it is converted into a powdered form. Okay, can you see this is converted into a powdered form. Alright, even you can do it at your home if you have a chalk or anything. Now can we divide it again? Again we are crushing it more so that it becomes more smaller and smaller. But the time will come when these pieces cannot be broken further. अगर हम चॉक को कितनी भी छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा जब वो उससे छोटा नहीं हो पाएगा. ओके, so that very smallest particle of any matter is called atom. What it is called, children? It is called atom. Okay, consider anything. Consider an iron nail. See, I have this candle. So this is a candle. All right. So even this candle, if I break it into very smaller pieces, the very tiny and small piece that even you cannot see through your naked eyes, that smallest particle is called atom. What it is called, children? It is called atom. Okay, so let's see. Okay, a piece of iron is matter. So we know a piece of iron is matter. If an iron piece is broken, what happens? It forms smaller pieces of iron, isn't it? जैसे हमने चॉक लिया, चॉक को हमने स्मॉलर पीस में ब्रेक किया, तो it has become into smaller pieces of chalk. Alright. Now if we have continued to breaking this piece of iron, say, if we continue breaking this piece of iron, it becomes smaller and smaller. वो और छोटा होता जाएगा. But this must end somewhere. Alright. It should be possible to get smallest piece of iron that cannot be broken any further. Okay, so the time will come when we cannot even break the piece of iron. So that smallest piece, this smallest piece of iron is called iron atom. Okay, who has given this term atom is John Dalton. So John Dalton gave the term atom, and the smallest piece of not only iron, the smallest piece of any matter is atom. So the smallest piece of gold is a gold atom. Okay, so we will study about this further. We will study about what is atom, what is element, what is molecule, what is compound in the next class. Children, this topic is very important. So because you are having your PT2 exam, so I am not giving you any homework. Again, learn the complete syllabus of PT2. Okay, so read all the chapters, read the contents that I have already told you. We will do the revision. Alright, so that's it for today's class. Children, study hard, study properly between the chapters. Okay, so that's it about today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.